Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
To Jacobs, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
It brings up 3rd down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 64 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now, Carr again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jacobs, the ball.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
Allen's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Allen again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Carr now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Jacobs. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. Singletary, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Ball carrier.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Let's go.
And now they'll throw with Allen. His throw incomplete.
Allen's pass.
He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Bills 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the
When a
Raiders.
team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Carr. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's out to the left and complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills draw a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Brought down by...
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, now Carr. Open man is Edwards, he's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Las Vegas.
Let's go. Let's do this. Sit down. Get the head. Hey, tight down. There you go. Tight up. Watch the twist.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
Mario Addison in on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bills 21, Raiders 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Recovery. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On play action, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs.
Complete to Josh
That might
Jacobs.
feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing his car on third down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller. 66 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Kill. You got tape. You got tape.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Round 80. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Incomplete.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Raiders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. There to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Pass for the extra point.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Cameron Wake able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Bills. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On first down, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
It's a gain of
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he will find his man on the outside.
complete to
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
at the Bills' 7-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
3-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the game there. Second and goal. Second and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards, and the Bills will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Gain of 21 yards.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Raiders.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the 9-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro. At quarterback, it's Dan Marino.
Let's talk numbers here. His number, 13, led the NFL in passing 5 different times. And his release, still the release emulated today. This is what quarterback coaches tell youngsters. If you can get it done like Dan Marino and get that ball out of your hands, you got a chance for success, young man.
DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Raiders.
First and goal from the 3. Following the fumble recovery, Gannon. That's going to be caught by Gonzalez for a Raider touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, they'll take over. First down and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas Raiders had 3-2 now after one of the biggest surprises of the season in Week 5. They go into Arrowhead and knock off the Chiefs 40-32, breaking the Chiefs' 13-game winning streak. And Charles, you were there for this one. How big of a surprise did it feel like to you?
It was a major surprise for everyone because
the guy's made complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw on 2nd down. Gannon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
For a Las Vegas.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
For another Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Gannon. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
there's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, they'll take over first down and 10. At their own 20.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Gannon. Left side complete to Lockett. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Recovered by the Raiders.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. From the gun, Gannon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and not good. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Rice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get to catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10.
And a look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes he's had so far. It's been fun to watch. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on first down. Gannon looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Amari Cooper, 93 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Third and less than a yard.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Out of the gun, it's Marino. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. He loses it again.
A fumble on the play.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. He's at the 30, 10. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They run on first down with Jackson. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
18 more yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. Powers through again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Barons, nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, they'll take over first down and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points.
And the Raiders have got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First down throw complete downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars.